Hi, thanks for joining me. Today we're looking at part of the career of actress and singer Jane Powell. I also had the privilege of writing her. Stay tuned for that at the end. She was born on April 1st, 1929, in Portland, Oregon. She was in several MGM musicals. Let's look at them together. First up is Holiday in Mexico from 1946. She plays Christine, a lively teenage daughter of a U.S. ambassador to Mexico. She has a crush on Jose Iturbi, a Spanish musician. That's actually his name in real life as well. Christine's friend Stanley quietly cares for her as she chases these romantic fantasies. Stanley is played by Roddy McDowall. In my generation, he is lovingly remembered as Mr. Soil from A Bug's Life, the film and the game. Holiday in Mexico was Jane Powell's first film at MGM and what helped jumpstart her career. Next is A Date with Judy from 1948. Of course, Jane plays Judy. She brings more cheerful, girlish charm to this film. Other known stars along with her are Xavier Cugat, Carmen Miranda, and Elizabeth Taylor. It was also thanks to this film and Carmen Miranda's performance of Cuanta Le Gusta that the creators of the Chipmunk Adventure added their own version of their song to the film. But that was in 1987. Next up, Nancy Goes to Rio from 1950. And of course, she plays Nancy, a talented, aspiring actress and singer who is competing with her mother for a leading stage role and romantic attention. It showcases her warm screen presence and clear opera-style singing. Moving on to 2 Weeks with Love from 1950. It's a very sweet and charming film. She plays Patty, a young girl who wants a more mature relationship more than a childish one. If you notice, before 1950, most of the love interests they gave her were more childish compared to her later films. Most of the songs in this one tried to live rent-free in my mind, one of them being The Oceana Roll. I just found out, if you look up here on YouTube, Billy Murray sang it in 1911, and it was made quite a time before that, like in the 1800s. Wow. Patty's parents don't really want to see their little girl grow up too fast and treat her like a child. Well, the mom does more than the dad in this case. Then a Cuban named Demi comes into town with his mother, and the whole town is talking about it. Demi is played by one of my favorite actors, Ricardo Montalban. Patty tries to appear worldly and grown up, only to discover that sincerity and honesty is what attracts him the most. Debbie Reynolds is also in this film as Patty's younger sister. As much as possible, Demi tries to be the most perfect gentleman towards all of Patty's family members and shows a fondness for Patty despite her parents not believing she's ready yet or mature enough yet. The songs are beautiful, and the tango scene between Ricardo Montalban and Jane Powell are stunning. There are some funny moments in this film as well, though. You know, they made such a big deal about having a corset, like it was life or death or something. Overall, I just love the film. Next is Royal Wedding from 1951. She plays Ellen, one half of the sister-brother song and dance team. Fred Astaire plays her brother Tom. While traveling overseas for a theatrical engagement, they both find a potential love interest and worry that marriage might ruin their partnership. This is also the film of Fred Astaire's famous Dancing on the Ceiling sequence. Later on, Lionel Richie made a music video similar to it. Jane is also in Rich, Young and Pretty and Hit the Deck. Because I've already mentioned these films in my video about Vic Damone, I'm going to skip over it, but enjoy some photos first. Now this film, and that is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Long title, from 1954. She plays Millie, a hard-working young woman. She is approached by Adam Pontepe, played by Howard Keel. He has no problem whatsoever with marrying her and taking her back home with him, which is exactly what he does. But he fails to tell her that he has six other brothers, because she thought she was just marrying him. There wasn't anybody else. He didn't tell her. Some things probably should have been discussed before they got married, you know. Millie is practical, warm-hearted, independent, and godly, serving as the emotional center of the film. Millie takes on the enormous task of transforming the rough, quarrelsome brothers into respectable gentlemen, teaching them things like manners, hygiene, dancing, and how to properly treat women, while standing up to Adam when his selfish side causes trouble. Her combination of kindness and firmness makes her both a nurturing and commanding presence within the household. The plot itself is brilliantly thought through, making it one of MGM's most beloved classics. It's thanks to this film also that I got interested in writing to retired actors and actresses. I mentioned in my video about Russ Tamblyn that he was the first actor to ever write me back, and for me, that was a very big deal at the time. He is also one of the brothers in the film, by the way. Lastly, her guest appearance with Henry Gibson in Fantasy Island, episode titled Bet a Million, from 1978. They bet everything they own in hopes of winning $1 million so they can open up a fancy resort hotel. I don't encourage gambling of any kind, but it is a nice show to watch, and it kind of teaches you what not to do. Well, that wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Who do you want to talk about next? Let me know. God bless you and take care. Until next time, stay classy.